Although we certainly did not hear a lot from her on the campaign trail, it's a little weird that J.D. Vance's wife Usha has completely disappeared since Inauguration Day, but she actually just showed up. And much like her husband, it seems like she has a habit of creating problems for the Trump administration. Not only sparking some controversy with Greenland, but also humiliating J.D. Vance in a video that backfired in so many ways that I cannot wait to get into. But before we do, if I could quickly ask you to leave a like on this video, and if you haven't already and you enjoy our channel, to hit that subscribe button. It goes a long way and it really does mean a lot to me. Now, before we can get into that hostage video of Usha Vance and the small detail that's really humiliating JD, I want to hear Donald Trump's response when asked about the problems she's creating with Greenland.
One for you, Mr. President. Greenland is confused about the Second Lady and the National Security Advisor visiting this week. They're concerned that this is further provocation of whatever it is you ultimately want for Greenland. Could you further explain why they're going? What is the ultimate end goal when it comes to Greenland?
Well, not provocation. This is friendliness, not provocation. We're dealing with a lot of people from Greenland that would like to see something happen with respect to their being properly protected and properly taken care of. They're calling us, we're not calling them. And we were invited over there, and I thought it would be I have great respect for the wife of our great vice president. I think she's a brilliant woman. She's a very nice woman, and she loves the concept of Greenland. And so she's going there, and I think Marco's going there, and some others are going there. But we've been invited, and they really like the idea because they have been somewhat abandoned, as you know. They haven't been taken good care of. And I think Greenland's going to be something that maybe is in our future. I think it's important. It's important from the standpoint of international security. And if you look at the ships outside of Greenland, you have Russia, you have China, you have lots of different people and lots of different places, and it cannot go on the way it is. It's not going to go on the way it is. I'll make a statement. It's not going to happen. So they're going there, and that's purely friendship.
Who's doing the inviting? You said people.
A lot of people, yeah. People from Greenland are asking us to go there. We have many, many requests from many, many people, some officials too.
Mr. President.
Now that video is ridiculous for several reasons. The first being the reason that Donald Trump offers up for why Usha Vance is traveling to Greenland, saying that, she holds a special place in her heart for it, and she feels passionately about its existence and defense. And he has no idea what he's saying. And on the Donald Trump has no idea, we can clearly tell that his cognitive state is deteriorating more and more every single day. He could barely remember Usha Vance's name. It was just humiliating with JD sitting there just quietly. "Oh, you're doing such a great job, Mr. President." Gosh, what a loser he is. But clearly it was not as dumb and ridiculous to us as it was to the folks in Greenland, because their prime minister made it clear what he is perceiving in this trip is an act of aggression from the U.S. towards Greenland. He is not happy about it. Even though Usha Vance doesn't seem to have lots of emotions about it, the White House shared a video of her that made it look like she was a hostage or AI. And before we can get to the reason why it was so bad for J.D. Vance, we just have to take a look at it.
Hello. I'm so excited to share that I'll be visiting Kalaalleq, Greenland, next weekend. I'm particularly thrilled to visit during our National Dog Sled Race, which our country is proud to support as a sponsor. I've been reading all about it with my children, and I'm amazed by the incredible skill and teamwork that it takes to participate in this race. I'm also coming to celebrate the long history of mutual respect and cooperation between our nations, and to express hope that our relationship will only grow stronger in the coming years. I look forward to meeting many of you soon, and to learning from you about your beautiful land, culture, and traditions. See you soon.
Okay, what was that? Was that not hi? This is Usha Vance, and I am so excited to be. What was that? Was that not like incredibly concerning and strange and weird to anyone else? It was like, are they holding this person hostage? I don't know, maybe she is still getting over the previous liberal leanings that she had. She hasn't been able to completely throw her soul away like J.D. Vance, and so we're seeing the process of it breaking down. But clearly, there's a little bit of liberal left in Usha Vance, because there was a bit of that video that is backfiring on her and JD Vance, and I want to get into that in an article right here. Usha Vance accidentally reveals un-MAGA item on her shelf. On Sunday, Second Lady Usha Vance posted a video to her SLOTUS Instagram account announcing her upcoming trip to Greenland to attend a dog sled race. The video features the 39-year-old standing in front of the mantle in a room with limited decor. Despite the bland background, however, one particular item can be spotted in the top left-hand corner of the screen: a small figurine standing in front of a book written by a vice president of the United States. You might assume that one book featured in the room would be Hillbilly Elegy, written by her husband, JD Vance. But instead, it's Earth in the Balance, authored by Bill Clinton's VP, Al Gore. First published in 1992, Gore's book was an early warning about the grave danger presented by climate change. In a foreword to the 2006 reissue, Gore wrote, "Global warming is real. It is getting worse rapidly. It is mainly caused by human beings. We need to act now to avoid the worst of its consequences." Contrast that with the stance of the Trump administration, which has called global warming a hoax. Just a few days ago, President Trump revoked a Biden-era rule that would have taxed methane pollution. Meanwhile, Lee Zeldin, the current head of the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, is gleefully rolling back regulations. "We are driving a dagger through the heart of climate change religion," Zeldin announced. So what message was the Second Lady trying to send by displaying Gore's book? Is she a secret climate change denier? Still on the surface, Vance could not have appeared bubblier. She said that she was thrilled to be attending a dog sled race before adding, "I'm also coming to express that our relationship will only grow stronger in the coming years. I look forward to meeting many of you soon and to learning from you about your beautiful land, culture, and traditions." This tone is markedly different from her husband, who in February told Fox News that if President Trump wants to take more territorial interest in Greenland, that is what President Trump is going to do, because he doesn't care about what the Europeans scream at us. He cares about putting the interest of American citizens first. So quite a bit to unpack there. I want to start with the Usha and JD Vance of it all. These are people who have completely thrown away any values that they previously had, which tells me that they didn't actually have those values and they never actually cared. But maybe Usha Vance still does with that little book, poking out in the background. I don't know if that was at the vice president's residence or if that was in their home in Ohio. If it was the vice president's residence, then she is certainly trying to send a message. But these are people who have completely given up on anything they believe. They are willing to sell out and buy into the MAGA cult to elevate themselves, especially JD Vance, who just doesn't care. He is a shape-shifting slime. He is a nothing. He is whatever he needs to be in a given moment to elevate himself. And it is gross. And what he said, contrary to what he posted in that Signal group chat, no, Donald Trump, sure, doesn't care about Europe, but he doesn't care about putting Americans first, or else he wouldn't have such a dangerous foreign policy and a disastrous economic agenda domestically. Of course, Donald Trump doesn't care. Of course, he doesn't care about our safety. He only cares about himself. And that's the same with the rest of his administration. And it's the reason why we saw Eric Swalwell just give him hell in this call out right here.
These morons are on the watch. And so, yes, we have to meet this moment right now, call for his resignation, and also insist that we have all the records that they have tried to delete so we understand just what else has been put at risk.
Now, you and former Republican Congressman David Jolly were just in the Tampa area for a town hall in a Republican district. Let's take a look at the reception that you both received.
Anna Paulina Luna refuses to meet with her constituents. To that, David and I say, to hell with her, we'll talk to you. We'll listen to you, and we will fight for you.
Tell us a little bit about what you were hearing from the people while you were there.
Well, I heard from Democrats, independents, Republicans, people who see their health care security at risk. They see President Trump and Elon Musk getting rid of FBI agents who are supposed to keep us safe, bird flu monitors who are supposed to, keep the price of eggs down, CDC scientists who are supposed to prevent the measles outbreak that we're seeing. And they want to know what's the plan. And what David Jolly and I told them is the plan is small victories lead to big victories. We have to win in Wisconsin on April 1. We have to fight hard in the 2 Florida special election seats on April 1. We have to win the governor races in New Jersey and Virginia later this year, and that'll build momentum so that we can win the House. And right now, inside the Congress, we have to fight back against any bill that gives billionaires the biggest tax breaks and takes away Americans' health care. And we have to fight in the courts where we can put speed bumps up all along the way as they're trying to inflict this pain. But small victories can lead to big victories if we all are willing to go, as I call it, one rung higher than we've ever gone in the past. So if you've never been to a protest before, go to a protest. If you've never gone to a city council meeting, go to a city council meeting. And if you have never thought about the Wisconsin Supreme Court race on April 1, Elon Musk is, so you probably should too.
You know, Congressman, I can't help but to think about when you get on an airplane and they say, secure your mask before you secure the mask of someone else. Democrats right now, and this is supported by a poll from Quinnipiac, is showing that they're underwater with their own voters for the first time in this poll's history. So while I can appreciate you going to Republican districts and having these conversations with other folks, it seems like there's a need for you, your colleagues, and the rest of the party to really secure your actual voter base. How does that actually happen before you go out to these other districts that haven't supported the Democratic Party in previous elections?
Yeah, I'm at the SFO airport about to fly to D.C., and that's why I'm in this very hostage-looking like room, by the way. Look, we have to show up. We have to hear the voters, tell them what the plan is, tell a better story, always be on, go to the places and spaces we have not gone before, and be fearless and recognize it's all on the line right now. Because if we don't win the midterms, I can't look you in the eye and guarantee we're going to have a free and fair election in 2028. That is the urgency of this moment.
We need every single Democrat to make as much of a moment out of this as possible right now. This is a breach of our national security, of the trust that we have in our leaders. These people are not leaders. They're anything but that. We need to be calling them out. There's so much said by so many voters during the election that, oh, maybe I don't like Donald Trump as a person, but, you know, the economy was better with him. Maybe the chaos was bad, but the economy, first of all, it was Barack Obama's economy, so let's cut that nonsense out. And now you have the worst of both worlds. The economy is garbage because of Trump, and everything is chaos because of Trump. So drive home that message. We're doing it on this show, and if you want to support that, as always, you can hit that subscribe button, leave a like on this video, and if you stuck around to the end, you can drop a blue heart in the comments. And until next time, I'll see you soon.